look so yummy. There's vanilla ice cream and strawberry ice cream, even mint chocolate chip with a cherry and whipped cream. This is our summer sculpture project. Isn't it so cute? You could just eat it. It looks so real. Well, we're gonna make it together, step by step. My name is Ellen McCord, and I usually travel every summer to all the libraries in Lafourche Parish, and I teach a sculpture and a painting workshop with all the kids, and I enjoy it so much. But this year, we're gonna do a video instead of the workshop at the library. So most of you, if you're watching this video, probably found out about it at your library, and you may have received a packet, or you should have received a kit to make this sculpture with me. We're going to do it together step by step, so no worries about it being difficult. Promise, it's lots of fun. And I can't wait to get started with you. So, first thing we're going to do is you're going to get your kit together, and in your kit you have a piece of paper that has everything that's in the bag, and then everything you need from home. So let's look at that paper now. Okay, on the paper it says that you'll need from home an empty toilet paper roll, school or craft glue. This is the one I'm going to use, but you can use something similar to this. This is just like a little Elmer's glue. It's not really important. It's to put the sprinkles on. A pencil, just a regular pencil. This we're going to use as our tool to make little details in the clay. And then some scissors. You're going to need a pair of scissors just to cut the clay and different things like that. So let's go ahead and get started. You should have your kit, and in your kit there is a little bag right here with some clay in it. This clay is going to be all you need for the whole ice cream project. Okay, so you should have a Ziploc bag with some clay. I'm going to go ahead and take that clay out, okay? And the clay is really fun and soft and squishy. So if you want to just kind of play with it for a little while, you can, just to kind of get a feel for it. Okay, but first thing we're going to do is we're going to need to take off a little bit of this clay for the whipped cream. You see this whipped cream? It stays white. So we need to take off a little piece of that for our whipped cream. So if you just kind of take off a small piece, about the size of a gumball, I guess. That'll be plenty for the whipped cream. And just set that on the side. Now the next thing we're going to work on is we're going to work on this cherry. Isn't it so cute with this little bitty stem? I love it. Okay, so from your clay, you're going to pull off another small piece for your cherry. Okay, so this one, get you another small little ball size for your cherry. Okay, put that one aside. Now we're ready to make our ice cream. Okay, so in your kit, let's see, we'll pull out, there's some bags that have some food coloring in them. There's 3 bags. One bag has some red food coloring in it. One, it kind of has this yellow-orange color. That's actually the yellow food coloring. And then this is the green food coloring for our mint ice cream. The first thing we're going to do is we're going to dye our clay using this food coloring. So what you want to do is we're going to have to do our cherry first. So you're going to take the little ball right here and you're just going to drop it in the bag. That kind of keeps you from getting it too much mess on your hands. Okay, but it is kind of messy and your hands will get messy. Okay, I put something down on my table just so that I don't get food coloring all over the place. But before I take it out the bag, I am going to kind of wet my hands a little bit with a wet paper towel just so that my hands don't soak up the dye quite as much. So I'm going to take out this right here. And I'm going to kind of squeeze it around and try not to touch my whole hand with it, but you will get food coloring on your hands. It's just part of getting messy when you're creative. So, and then if you kind of just smear it together, roll it. See, it's kind of pink. We want to make it a little bit darker. So if you can kind of just drop it in the bag again, kind of squeeze it in there. Let it soak up some of that dye. Pull it back out. Ooh, it's starting to get sticky. Pull it back out. See, it's all gooey. Kind of just stretch it. Roll it. There we go. We've got our cherry. Okay, I'm going to set this down. And then I'm going to work on the strawberry ice cream. So I'm going to take another piece of my clay. This time I'm going to break it into 3 chunks. 1, 2, 3 chunks. That's our 3 different colors of ice cream, okay? So set the other 2 aside. We're gonna work on our strawberry since we already got red on our hands. You wanna kind of spread out your clay like this. We're gonna stick it in the Ziploc bag like this. And I'm gonna close it up now. And then I'm going to kind of squish it around in here. If you leave a little hole in the bag, it kind of lets the air get out without letting the clay out. You see how I'm just squishing it around in here? Looks really gross. That's okay. That's the fun part of it, right? So you get all that dye on there as much as you can. Kind of squeeze it in the bag. It out. Now for the strawberry, I don't like to mix it all that much because I want it to kind of look swirly, like real strawberry ice cream. So I'm not going to mix it all the way. I'm just going to kind of leave it kind of streaky. You see how it's marbly like that? We're gonna leave it like that, and I'm gonna set that aside. That's gonna be my strawberry ice cream. Now, like I said, I have this paper towel that's kind of wet. I'm gonna go ahead and wipe my hands before I go to the next color. Now, it's not gonna take all that food coloring off, but it's gonna take off most of it so that I don't get my next scoop of ice cream too dirty. I wouldn't want that, right? Okay, so my hands are sort of clean. So next I'm gonna move on to the mint chocolate chip ice cream. Okay, so for the mint chocolate chip, you're gonna take the other white piece of clay and you're gonna stick it in the bag with the green. So now we're making our mint chocolate chip ice cream. Same thing, you want to leave a little bit of an air hole so that it doesn't pop the bag. But you're going to go ahead and squeeze this clay in here. Roll it around. Okay, now I'm gonna take it out. If you want to get all that mint that on there, you can kind of tap that and put the bag aside. Okay, so the best way to mix it is to kind of keep folding it like this. Fold and pull, fold and pull. Almost like you're making taffy. So I'm gonna keep on pulling it, mixing it. Roll it. Stretch it. All right. I think it's mixed pretty good now. Looks nice and smooth. Just like mint chocolate chip. Okay. I'm gonna go ahead and put that on the side. So we got our strawberry, our cherry, our mint chocolate chip, and now the last thing we need is gonna be the vanilla ice cream. So for the vanilla ice cream, same thing. I'm gonna kind of spread it apart. You might wanna wipe your hands off again first. Helps to get any of that excess green off so that when you switch colors, it doesn't get all mixed in. Okay, so I think I got that pretty good. All right. Take the last bag. It has the yellow in it. And you don't really need much for the vanilla because you don't want it to be too yellow. So I'm going to stick it in the bag. Stick the clay in the bag and I'm going to zip the top. I'm going to leave a little hole so that the air can get out. And I'm going to squeeze, 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 squeeze. I'm not gonna let this one doesn't need a whole lot of yellow. So I'll take it out as soon as a little bit gets on there. And you can kind of fold it, pull it apart. I try not to put it in the palms of my hands until I've got it all blended so that I don't get too much food coloring all over me. And now it's not so bad, so now I can mix it. Pull it. You just want it to be a light yellow color. Oh no! Knocked over my ice cream. Stay there. Okay. So keep pulling it. All right. Now we have our vanilla. See, this really isn't as hard as you might think. Okay. So the next thing you have in your kit is you have a cup. This little cup right here. You have a spoon for decoration, of course. And then from home, you're gonna have the trusty toilet paper roll that everyone should have readily available. What you're gonna do is we're gonna use this to kind of be our support. If I show you this, it's just so that, you know, you don't have to have thick clay. It's just, it makes like a little teepee for it, a little stand for it, so that it can sit in your cup like this. See? Okay. So you need your toilet paper roll, and here's your cup. Now what we're gonna do is we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna stack the colors of ice cream. So for this, I like to do the mint chocolate chip on top. So we're gonna start with the vanilla. So you're gonna take your yellow ice cream, which is the vanilla, and you're gonna roll it into a ball, just like this. Sorry. Roll it into a ball. Okay. Then we're gonna stick our thumb in it like this. Looks like we got a lollipop. And now we're gonna spread it out and kind of make this a bowl shape. This is to put our ice cream on. Okay, so you want to make like a little bowl shape. And the way you do that is you just kind of gently press with your thumbs until it gets flatter and flatter. And we're gonna make this little bowl shape. And you can kind of cup it in your hand like this. Okay, and then we're going to set this on top of our cone, our toilet paper roll, I'm sorry. Now, obviously that's too tall, and we need to get it kind of down a little further on our toilet paper roll. So what we're gonna do is if you push really hard, like this, it kind of makes a little ring, and it makes an indentation. So if you gently pull it off again, what we can do is you can slide it down a little further down, and then you're gonna kind of push it almost like we're almost making a skirt, a little skirt on our toilet paper roll. It's like a little girl skirt. Isn't that funny? Okay, so we're gonna make a little skirt like this, and if you want to see about where it falls, see, it falls right perfect, about midway, and you're just gonna need to kind of go around and push your fingers in like this. Like that. All right. So there is our vanilla. Okay. And you kind of make it ruffly, kind of like ice cream looks. With your fingers like this. Okay. And I keep like just kind of setting it in my cup so I can see if I like the way it looks. Okay, so so we're gonna take this strawberry, roll it in a ball. Okay, we're gonna stick our thumb in it like this, and we're gonna start to form our bowl, our really nice flat, I say flat, but not really flat, but kind of our little bowl shape like this. So kind of going around and shape it. Okay. Now, in order to get this onto our second ring like this, what we're gonna do is we need to make a hole in the middle right here, okay? So if you gently take your thumb and your finger and you kind of make a hole like this, and then you're going to just kind of gently squeeze it like this around, a nice big hole. This is what we're gonna slip over our toilet paper roll for the second ice cream flavor. So I'm gonna just slide this over the top. Okay, so once I get it over the top, so you can see I have the vanilla on there. And it looks real droopy and sloppy, but you know what? That's what ice cream looks like, right? You can even hold it on your hand like it's a handlebar. Okay, and then we're going to press that clay into the toilet paper roll with your fingers. Kind of hold it at the bottom, and go around and make sure that that clay is sticking to the toilet paper roll. Now the other thing I want to do is I want to kind of take my fingers and kind of pinch around where the strawberry clay is to kind of separate the two flavors. See? Looking like ice cream. Okay? Just like that. All right. Now the next one is going to be the mint chocolate chip. Now for this one, we're going to roll it in a ball. This one we're going to set it on top just like a cap, like it's a hat. Okay. So right now this is what it looks like. Okay. It's all sitting right inside, just like this. Okay. And this Model Magic is kind of soft right now because you added the dye to it, but after a little while it does dry out. Okay. So now we're going to take this green, which is our mint chocolate chip, stick our thumb in it to make that little dent like that. Okay, and then you're just going to gently turn and push until it keeps getting bigger and bigger and bigger. But you want it to look like a little bowl. See? See how it looks like a little bowl? All right. Now we're gonna kind of stretch it just a little bit. Okay, and then let's see where it falls. Okay. You wanna stretch it so that it sits right. And don't stretch it too hard because you'll rip a hole in it, and you don't wanna do that. Just kind of, if you rip a hole in it, look, say you do like this and you make a mistake. Oh no, what do? All you have to do is just roll it back in a ball and start over. So let's do that. Let's pretend I made a mistake. We'll roll it up and we'll start over. I'm gonna stick my thumb in here again. Okay. Press it around. So I get this really cool little bowl shape. And you want to stretch it a little bit so that it's going to fit over this top, okay? So I'm going to keep kind of stretching it just a little bit. Stretch, stretch, stretch until it fits right on top. Now we want to make sure that we're covering the toilet paper roll, right? So you're going to kind of have to bend it. And then you're going to if you gently pull on it, that's what makes it really look like ice cream. Just kind of pull it like that. You see how it looks like drippy ice cream? Just like that. Show the side like that. That drippy ice cream. Just like that. Set it in there. Tilt this up just a little bit so I can show it to you. See? Just like that. Okay? Now, we've got it, the little drippies all on there. It's looking like ice cream. Okay? Now we're gonna grab the little white piece and we're going to roll it on the table, okay? So we're gonna roll the little white part like this. You're gonna stick your hand, the flat part of your hand, and you just roll it. We're making our whipped cream, okay? So you roll it like this, really gentle, okay? Roll it. Roll it. Gently roll it. You know, if you push too hard, what happens is it pushes flat and it leaves fingerprints. So you don't want to do that. You want to do it really gentle. Just kind of roll it like this. Pretend like if you roll it too hard, it's going to swoosh. Okay? So you're just going to gently roll it like this. And you're going to roll it until it gets to be about longer than your finger. Okay? And this is going to be our whipped cream. So once you get it to be this long, you're going to curl it up like it's a snake, okay? Twist it and twist it and twist it upon itself until you get this little bitty swirly like whipped cream. And then you're going to stick that right on top. See that? There's your whipped cream. Okay, so when you use your pencil, once your ice cream is all done, if you want to come back and you can add some detail using your pencil is just going to be your tool that you're going to use to kind of make, to press into the clay. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my pencil and I'm going to kind of use it to just kind of help my clay, to mold my clay to make it look even more so like ice cream. So if you want to kind of make some little drip marks like this, you can use your pencil. Pencil is a great tool to use to add those little details. So what I'm doing is I'm just going to make some little drips. You can kind of make some little indentations with your pencil, anything like that to kind of help. That's what the pencil is good to use for. So you can even use it to add like a little ruffly looking ice cream just like that. So that's what the pencil is good to use for. Okay, now let's see, tilt this up a little bit so I can show you. See how cute? There's the little whipped cream on there, And then there got your ice cream in here. It's kind of wobbly in the cup, but what you can do is you can put some glue down. So now we're gonna add some sprinkles, and then we're gonna add our cherry last. So next is sprinkles, and in your kit you should have had a little straw, and it's like a little coffee straw. What you're gonna do is you're gonna take that coffee straw and you're gonna cut it up into little bitty pieces. And you can see right here, this is the little pieces of the straw. So just take your scissors and cut up that straw, and then we're gonna glue the pieces of that straw onto our ice cream. So what you do is, after you've cut up your straw, you're gonna take your glue. You just need a tiny little dot of glue. You just need a tiny little dot of glue like this. And then you're gonna stick your pieces of straw onto your ice cream, just like that. Okay? So go ahead and work on that for a second. Okay, so after you glue all of your little sprinkles on your straw, in your kit you should have a little spoon. That's part of your decoration, okay? And then you're gonna put your cherry on. There should be a tiny little piece of wire in your bag, and that is gonna be your cherry stem. So what you can do is, depending on how long your wire is, if your wire is too long, you can fold it in half like this. And I just kind of took my finger, or you can even take your pencil, and you can just kind of curl your wire on there just to make a little curl, just like you would see on the tip of a cherry. Okay? And you're gonna stick that in your cherry like this. Going to take a little bit of glue, and you are going to put the glue on top, and then you're going to put your cherry there right next to it, and there you go. Voila, you have your ice cream, vanilla and strawberry, and you can stick your spoon in it just like that. Okay, voila, you got your ice cream Model Magic sculpture. But thank you so much for doing the clay project with me. I love doing sculpture. I'm so glad that you joined me. I hope you had fun, and that I hope you'll enjoy the rest of your summer and stay cool with lots of ice cream. Bye now.